Well, at the end of the day, we're all just pieces of the universe trying to understand itself.
Good morning, Warriors. Welcome to the first episode of our podcast, The Warrior Pod. This is a podcast created by students for students to inspire, motivate, and most importantly, to have fun. I'm your host, Maisha Maliha. I'm also an undergraduate student here. I also serve as a Blue Coat Ambassador. Speaking of the Blue Coat Ambassadors, today our special guests are the Blue Coat Ambassadors.
Hi guys, my name is Jacob Hussey. I'm a psychology major and undergraduate. I've been a Blue Coat since semester of August, so like last year.
Hello, my name is Aurora. I am an undergraduate student as well, studying biology with a concentration in ecology and conservation. I have been a Blue Coat since fall 2021, so just over a semester now.
My name's Raisa. I have been a Blue Coat Ambassador since summer 2021, and I'm an EC6 major education with a concentration in special education.
Everyone, good morning. My name is Richard Kofel. I am the newest member to the Blue Coat family. I am a business major, and I've been here for about 3 weeks.
Awesome. Thank you guys for the introduction, and now we'll get started with the question. All right, y'all. So the first question, whoever can answer, how did you get your job as a Blue Coat?
So during new student orientation last summer, I remember Carla and Maisha, you were there, Savannah was there, and Amanda was there. You guys were giving a presentation on the Blue Coat Ambassadors, and it seemed like something that really appealed to me, mostly because, I'm an education major, and I'm going to be speaking like in front of people basically all day, and students and all of that, and the tours seemed to be an aspect that could really help me with public speaking, so I got very interested.
Absolutely.
It was kind of the same for me, I met Carla back during the career fair after orientation, the college high school, It was pretty cool. I liked the idea of it. I liked the concept. And I also thought it would be a really good point of my life to kind of grow and go in a different direction, I would have some personal reasons for wanting the job. So.
Absolutely.
It was actually much the same for me. When I was at the early college high school orientation back in June, Carla was talking about the Blue Coats, and I saw the presentation, and I saw her at the career fair afterwards, and I thought that it was just a really great opportunity to get involved on campus while I'd be here.
So mine's somewhat different. As a ROTC cadet, we spend a lot of time in that bubble, and we only interact with other cadets because that takes up most of our time. And this semester, I wanted something different. I wanted to actually branch out and be a part of the school and show some school spirit. So that's when I reached out and applied for the Blue Coats.
What is your favorite thing about a Blue Coat?
I could go. So
Absolutely.
I love group tours and tours in general, but group tours are so fun. Again, I'm an education major, so I like, working with kids and all of that, and students and all of that, and just talking to them and, helping others. And group tours are just so fun. From the time I've been here, we've only done 3 so far, but they've all been really fun, and you can get all these different perspectives and see, what the future, the next generations going on will be and what they want to do and change in the world.
Amazing.
For me, I really do think that one of my favorite events we've done with Blue Coats was the trunk or treat. It was just a really happy little activity. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was, being happy. We were helping out people, giving out some cool stuff to those that, wanted to celebrate the spirit of Halloween without any of the danger of COVID and all that. It was a really fun activity, and I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of good memories made that night.
Awesome. I wish I was there, but obviously I missed it.
There's also the Warrior Wonderland where Aurora and I were doing the face painting. That was really fun.
Was it during Christmas time?
Yes.
Yes.
It was, I don't remember the exact date, but we had set up a table and we were doing the face painting, and the week prior we had practice for this. And actually even face painting the kids, we did not leave that table the entire time. We got hot cocoa, and I never took a sip from it, so it got cold because there were just so many people. It was so fun though.
Hot chocolate sounds good right now. Oh my god.
True.
Yep.
Or coffee from Coffee Beanery.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yep.
Support the school.
Sponsor us.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Anyone else?
I love the connections that I've built being a Blue Coat on campus. Like the connections I built with all of you guys. Also, like Coffee with the Blue Coats and the various events we've held, like the Trunk or Treat in the Winter Wonderland. It just builds connections with the campus community. And also, like, I gotta say, like, having done my first, like, actual group tour today, it was really fun.
Awesome. Yes, for sure.
So for me in particular, I'm quite similar to Aurora. Just for starters, I'm the biggest, like the friendliest introvert you ever meet. And so I enjoy being a Blue Coat, and it kind of forces me for those interactions and talk to people and hang out with people because I enjoy that. I just don't like doing that.
What other programming or events are you guys a part of?
So it's a past event, but last semester in November, so November is actually Diabetes Awareness Month, and so for Coffee with the Blue Coats, in the middle of November, we had, we brought awareness to diabetes, and we actually had the Greater Killeen Clinic come in on campus and set up a table with us. We partnered up with HR and all of that.
Absolutely.
And things like that. So it's just, I think it was a very important point to bring up because I believe that as a diabetic, myself, type 1, that it's not really talked about. There's 2 types of diabetes and people kind of group them together. So events that bring awareness and let others on campus and students and not only take care of themselves, but bring awareness for others around them in the community who might have these conditions or issues or anything like that. I think it's just very important to talk about.
For sure. Shows inclusivity too.
Yeah, I think they did even a blood sugar monitor raffle, the Greater Killeen Clinic and everything. And they brought some resources and all of that. And we made, I remember Aurora and we went to Carla's house with Savannah and we made sugar-free chocolate chip cookies.
Look at you.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Of making impact on everyone. That's wonderful.
You know, for me, it's really about this month. This was a month that I particularly was going to run an event, and I am running an event for February. The month of love, the month of kindness, has a lot of meanings, a lot of representations. But right now on campus, we are doing a fun little thing in the 3 buildings. We have these A-frames with different sticky notes attached to them, and people are asked to go ahead and take a sticky note, write a nice little message on it, stick it on the A-frame, take a photo of it, and then tweet it to one of our social media accounts. After they do that, a Blue Coat will pick it up. After we get all of these nice little messages, this little week for the month of kindness, we're going to go ahead and use them and make like a cool symbol of them or something, or maybe a cool little board for the university, and then post it on our social media. I think it's really amazing, really cool, guys. You should definitely give it a try if you haven't yet. Or maybe do it again, It's very helpful.
It is
Spread
very
the
thoughtful,
kindness.
for sure. So y'all heard it. Go ahead and do it. So, what other organizations are you guys?
So I'm part of ATPE. ATPE itself is basically teacher insurance, but we do have an organization at the university here for education majors called ATPE, and it's not an organization on insurance. It's just ATPE itself isn't teacher insurance. It's a type of teacher insurance here in Texas, and we essentially help out the community. So I know before I was in ATPE in the past, before COVID, they helped the local school out with books and things like that they couldn't afford, and they've done fundraisers and things like that. So I've been a part of that since last semester. And they actually, for our first group tour last semester, ATP presented to the middle schoolers and told them a little bit more about like the college life, like financial aid and FAFSA and applying all of that, and started to get them to start thinking about it. I'm also part of the Student Government Association, and it's a great place to kind of get started on campus if you want to learn more about what your life on campus and things like that. So. Yeah.
You guys also hosted the blood drive, correct?
Yes, the Carter blood drive. It's already been this semester, and it was also last semester. We also, SGA also hosts Trunk or Treat. They're the ones who do it. And our next meeting is next Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. And we
There
do
you
have
go.
online and in-person options.
Awesome. And they're already sent to students' email, correct?
Yes.
The meeting link?
Yes.
So there we go.
And if you're part of any student organization and you'd like to go or anything like that, just learn more about the university. If you'd like to learn more about events or be part of SGA, maybe be a senator or something like that, you're always free to go to a meeting.
Absolutely. Awesome.
We're all students here. We're all Blue Coat ambassadors. But in addition to that, I am a RTC cadet, and I'm also a part of the I'm the public affairs officer for the RTC club. I'm also thinking about the Black Student Union. But I think at that point that may be a little too much. I'll probably have to reel it back. But I am also interested in that program.
That's awesome. So we have a Black Student Union group as well here in the campus. That's great to know.
Yeah, it's fairly new. I got an email from them during the resource fair, and I'm kind
I've
of.
been thinking about, joining the psychology organization. I hear it's very nice, very cool. I have seen some of the events they do. It's very nice. I've just been trying to find the time I want to make sure if I join an organization, I can commit my time to it, go to all the meetings and all the events and all that. So definitely trying to make up some time in my schedule for that.
There's lots of options here on campus because I've been to almost last semester, if not every organization at least once. I've been to all for each organization I've been to at least one meeting. I think if not every, almost every. So I've been to HR Ward, so that's always an option. Biology, I've been to that. Psychology, they joined us in an ATPE that one time, so I'll kind of count it. There's a leadership organization. There's different types of organizations, and if you ever want to learn more about it, you can always stop by our office, and we have a list of all the organizations if you're interested.
Awesome. I also think students can also build their own organizations,
Yes.
correct?
What you need is 5 students and a faculty or staff member, I believe, to start your organization and start growing it from there.
Let's switch it into a little bit more of the humor side. So if you guys want to share any funny stories that you have as being a Blue Coat.
Oh, I have a good one actually. So one of my first interactions I had with our host, Maisha. So I'm a fairly large individual. I'm 6'1", and we was having a conversation about anime, and her words, and I quote, "You look like someone who watch anime." And I'm like, what does that mean? And so I'm trying to figure out what's the stereotype stigma behind someone who watches anime. Like, I think we're all equally lookalikes. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what someone who watches anime looks like. But that was one of our first interactions that we had. It was really funny.
Yeah, and it's been there, and I hear it almost every day. But to answer your question, it was to basically, when I first met you, you were very shy, and usually all my friends that are kind of like that. It is sort of a stereotype, but like shy, really doesn't talk, but also talks. They usually tend to like anime.
I watch anime. I don't really look a lot like Richard.
We look completely different.
You don't have to look alike. You don't have to look.
a little bit of anime.
I think it's more of, you're also quite shy at times. You didn't even talk to me at first when I first met you.
No, I did. I said hi.
Yes, you did say hi. However, it wasn't like,
No, I said howdy.
it wasn't like a conversation that I would have with them. It was very like nonchalant.
I also watch. Well, maybe I think I was quiet. Never mind.
I mean, you felt the stigma when you did. I'm sorry.
What?
You like anime.
No, I don't.
Richard went from being outraged about the stereotype to saying, well, right, then you can.
Okay. I have another.
Yeah,
so
go
like
ahead,
a week ago, Maisha and I and Savannah, we were printing some stuff for the little tour packets we give out, and we were printing the student organization one. And we were trying to copy it to make it easier. And so first I printed it out, and the sheet came out blank. And then I printed it out, and it came out blank again. And I printed out and it worked, but it was in this like huge piece of paper. And then Maisha just starts laughing, asking me what I was doing. And she takes a piece of paper, she's like, I'm gonna keep this for memories.
Yep, I kept it in one of our drawers. We were gonna sign it. We haven't signed it yet, but it's
Where's that
there.
now?
It's in the drawer downstairs where our office is and where the fridges are. So we could actually go today and sign it.
All right. So there is one more story we'll tell. Okay. So during preview day, the last one, I ended up saying, because everyone was saying they had 2 buttons on the thing, I have 3 buttons because I did have my 3 buttons on my my sleeve on my jacket. Because 3 buttons, because 2 just wouldn't be enough.
And then you say after that something about wrinkles. Like one day you just become the wrinkles, I think it was.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like the exact quote.
Yeah. One day, the wrinkles become you.
No, it was one day you just become the wrinkles.
You know what? I'm sure I have it here.
Alright, y'all, we have come to the end and we are on our last question. So for that, we'd like your advice. So is there any advice for future students or students on campus that you would like to give?
So, because a lot of our programs are online, or some people might be online this semester, or they might just come and go from class back to home. But there are things here for you to do on campus, and there are people there, so you can make friends, make memories, and all of that. Like Campus Rec always has their events going on. They even have like a Smash event going on today, so there's always people there if you want to make friends here, make memories, for them to support you, because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Absolutely. And you might as well have a group of supportive friends and resources around you that you can use and be.
I personally believe that in life there's nothing more important than the bonds that we make on an everyday basis. It is those bonds that help us progress, help us learn, and help us recover. When it comes down to the university, you can make some of the strongest bonds, both with those on campus and organizations, those that might be your friends or schoolmates, and even the idea of perhaps some professors. As having a close relationship just with those on campus, that it could be a part of your everyday life for several months, 16 to 8 weeks, is very important in my opinion.
Awesome, love that.
I think it's very important to be proactive in your campus experience and honestly, choose to be involved, because since this is a different kind of institution than a lot of colleges, our student body is made of a lot of different lifestyles, and so, a lot of the time I'll see people come to class, go home, like Riza was saying, and I think when you make yourself part of a student organization, you get involved with Campus Rec, Blue Coat, student clubs, psychology club, etc., science club even, but just get involved on campus, because that's how you'll be able to make those connections with all the other students. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, as the newest Blue Coat, I can attest to everything they said. I've had more interactions the first part of the semester than I had the entire last semester when I literally just came to campus, went to school, and then went home. And so I would say get involved.
And we've reached the end. Thank you all so much for being the first guest of this season's and this first episode. If you guys have any social media that you would like to say here, would have Aurora say it.
yes, ma'am. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at TAMUCTSCE, Texas A&M University Central Texas Student and Civic Engagement. So, yeah, make sure to follow us there. Also follow us on Podbean at The Warrior Pod. And make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're just called the Blue Coat Ambassadors. So there we go. Yeah, that just
Go Warriors!